Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. Um, Wanted to shoot this video. I got a couple books in the mail today, and also there's some comic book news to go over. And I've got a request from one of my subscribers as to a book that's coming out and what cover I like and that kind of thing. So I'll go over that. Congratulations to anyone that was able to pick up that Powers of X #1, the Perel variant. I did a video late last night, and I know several of you messaged me that you were able to pick up multiple copies, and it did sell out this morning, I think around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think Mutant Beaver was the last one that sold out. I know 789 Comics sold out very quickly, and then Sad Lemon, and then I think the last one was Mutant Beaver. So as far as I know, all the sites that had it are sold out. So that 500, those 500 copies are spoken for. So glad some of my subscribers were able to take advantage of it and get those issues. I'll try to be a little quicker at getting these videos out when I see something that looks interesting. So real quick, in the mail today, I got Marvel Comics Presents #6. This one is in really perfect condition. I just got it today. The one I got yesterday, not so much. There is a little, didn't break, there's no breaking of color here. It's just a little bit of a wrinkle. The package it came in, the comic mailer was, like bent, and the person who I bought it from didn't put any stiff cardboard in it, so it was damaged. He knocked a little bit of the price off for me. I mean, I send comic books out here and there, so I can't get too upset. I mean, it's not his fault. He could have packaged it maybe a little bit better with a stiffer cardboard. He just had it in the comic mailer. But what you really need to do is you need to put 2 pieces of stiff cardboard between the comic book and tape it, tape those pieces of cardboard together to the comic book, and have it be a stiff cardboard, and that will hopefully prevent. I mean, nothing's guaranteed, right? I mean, if they take the comic mailer and literally bend it in half, I mean, it's not much you could do about it. It's gonna get damaged, but overall, it's not bad. I mean, what I'm thinking about doing too, and maybe you guys can give me your opinion. I'm thinking about buying a comic book press. I looked on eBay, and seems like the press that sells the most is about $150, $160 press. It gets up to a couple hundred degrees, and I guess it steams and also presses the book. So I'm thinking about buying one because I don't get a lot of damaged books, but I've got a few that could use a pressing. I mean, I'm not sending anything in to get graded, so I'm not doing it for that reason. But something like this, it's just kind of annoying. I mean, the book still looks great. It's complete. It doesn't have a spine tick. It's just, you can see there's 2 little dents. I'll try to get close. You can kind of see there's 2 little dents in the book. So, it wasn't worth trying to get a refund. I mean, I only paid $25 for the books, for that particular book, and I'm gonna get $25 back. It's better to have the actual comic book than try to get my money back on it. So I'm gonna let it go, and I got a little bit of money back on it, so it's not too bad. But the other thing I got in the mail was Amazing Spider-Man 24. This is the Ryan Brown variant cover, which is really cool. That is your new villain. By the way, I have his first cover appearance, which is, I think it's Amazing Spider-Man #2. There was I think it was a Perillo variant. I'll have to pull that out. I've got it in my collection. But this cover I just thought looked really awesome. Got a little Spider-Man there in the eye. Just kind of creepy and cool all at the same time. So, also, by the way, I got a request from one of my subscriber as to whether to do long boxes or short boxes. Kind of a storage question. Right now, I've got long boxes. I have most of my long boxes are the plastic long boxes. They're black plastic long boxes, so they're very, very durable. They don't tear. It's very, very durable plastic, and they are fairly lightweight. But when you fill them up with comic books, I'm telling you, it's like 65, 70 pounds. It's pretty heavy. So I think as I get older and I'm not as strong as I used to be, I think having short boxes is going to be better than long boxes. But right now, I've got everything in long boxes. I do have some short boxes, but I could definitely see myself going more with short boxes as I get older, just because they're easier to handle and that kind of thing. But I'm kind of torn. I do like those long boxes, but they're so damn heavy. They're so damn heavy. I can't handle it anymore. So I'm probably going to be eventually switch to the short box. Also, real quick, I do Mylar a lot of my books. I purchase. I'll kind of show you what I buy. I buy them as a set. I buy the Mylar 2s standard comic book size, so that's 7 1/4 by 10 1/2 with a 1 1/2 inch flap. So that is the Mylights that I buy. And then I also buy, to go with them, I buy the 50 full back standard 7 inch by 10 1/2. So acid free. I find these to be the best for protecting your books. So any book that's probably worth $15 or $20 or more, I tend to Mylar. So a lot of my collection is Mylar, and it definitely is an expense. And what I also do is, you can see here, I use, to secure the flap, I like to use Scotch double-sided tape, but don't use the permanent. You can find out there what's called removable double-sided. It's a little harder to find. Usually you can only find it at like a Staples or an Office Depot. So if you go to a Publix or a Walgreens, you're not likely to find this. You got to go to either a Staples or an Office Depot. It's like $6 US for one of these, for this tape. But what's cool about it is, you put the piece of tape down. I put one on each corner here, and then I make sure I take my fingernail and I just really flatten it really good so that it sticks better to the bottom of the to the bottom, the back of the Mylar versus the flap. So usually when I seal it with the flap, when I go to take off the flap, it comes off real easy, and it sticks stronger to the back of the Mylar versus the flap. But to do that, you've got to basically, take your fingernail and just, really press down good on it. I'm kind of very particular with my comic books, but I like them to be in great shape. And the Mylights just do an awesome job of not only preservation, but presentation. I mean, a comic book just looks better in a Mylar. I don't know. It dresses it up nice. So I had a couple subscribers ask about that. What do I do for my comic book supplies, and whether I do the long box or the short box. I've got long boxes, but I think going forward I'll probably start doing more short boxes, just easier on the back. So that's kind of what I had there on the supply end. Also in the news, Walking Dead number 193. This is the last issue of Walking Dead. So man, Kirkman, he knows how to fool people. Everyone, I'm sure, thought, hey, he's going to go to 200, try to get a big sellout at 200. Nope, he ends it right at 193. So good on him for that. I mean, I think that's pretty cool that he did that. I mean, basically, I think he felt that without Rick Grimes, it's not really the same Walking Dead, and it was kind of waning anyways. I had been collecting Walking Dead since issue 80, so I've got, a pretty significant collection of Walking Dead comics. And I got to tell you, I think like 185, 186, I kind of gave up on it. I was just kind of bored with it. I wasn't looking forward to getting it every month. Kirkman just, I don't know. It kind of died, and I think it's good that he killed it. So 193 is the last issue. This book is sold out everywhere online. I mean, I think there's still a couple sites where you can buy it, but you're gonna pay shipping costs and all that. you're better off maybe just calling your local comic book shop and see if they can grab you a copy. I called one of my local shops today and secured at least one copy for tomorrow. So I will be able to get the issue. I do have 192 as well. I don't have 191, so I think I'm missing like 186 through 191. So I'm not too sure whether I'm going to go back and complete that collection. I got to be honest, I might sell off my Walking Dead eventually. Problem is, there's probably a lot of people that are thinking the same thing. So, yeah, I think if you own a Walking Dead #1, I mean, this might be the time to unload it, possibly. So those are my thoughts on that, on The Walking Dead. That ends 193. Also, I got a couple people ask me about, or a particular subscriber, I think it was subscriber Rob405. He asked about what I liked as far as the covers of House of X, #1. So I'm going to pull up the images real quick and kind of give you a overview of what I think. I believe this is the regular A cover. In fact, I need to go. I think there's an article. I think they show the previews. Yeah, so there's the A cover. I believe that is by Pepe Larraz. That's the previews. Let me see if I can find a website that's showing all of the covers. All right, you got Stadium Comics has these collector packs where you can see all the different covers. There is, I don't know what cover that is. It's kind of a cool cover though. Okay, there's the Phil Noto cover. I think that's a regular B variant. And I'm not too sure which one that was. Let me go back here, guys. Sorry. Yeah, so this is the regular A cover, Pepe Larraz. You've got a Mark Brooks connecting variant cover, which I believe is this one. A lot going on in that cover, right? So you can pre-order all of the covers for $50. And I think the Joe Mad cover, yeah, that's the Joe Mad cover. A lot of people like his artwork. This one looks pretty cool too. I believe this is, yeah, is that the Pacelli variant? I'm not too sure. I gotta be honest, as far as like what I think is the best cover, I'm not in love with any of these. I think maybe this one is the coolest with the Cyclops cover. And I know that's not Pacelli. That's not Sarah Pacelli. I believe that is the Huddleston. Yeah, I know somebody's gonna correct me. I think this is the Huddleston variant. I'm not completely sure. I know the one holding the flower is there. That's the Pacelli variant. They don't have the Scotty Young variant listed yet, so we don't know what that looks like. I don't think we also know what the Party variant looks like. So not all the covers have been released yet. I didn't see any variants that were really hot. Let me just look again. Maybe, you know how this is. They come out with stuff. Store variants come out very quickly. So there could be something out there that I'm not aware of. Don't think I saw anything. I know there's, see, they're saying here there's 13 covers for that issue. Amazing. Yeah, the Joe Mad is a 1 in 50, so that's going to be expensive. The Huddleston's a 1 in 10, which isn't too bad. The Phil Noto is a 1 in 25. And there's the Dave Cockrum, which is a 1 in 100 variant. These sites aren't loading right. I was hoping to find something that would show all the covers. Maybe Marvel's own site will show it. Looks like there's an Eastman's doing a cover. I don't think that's been released yet. There's going to be a lot of covers. I guess I don't know that I have a favorite yet. Maybe the Huddleston so far is the 1 in 10, so it's not too expensive either. Yeah, I think this will show all 13 covers. This is on Marvel's website. Just takes a second to load, guys. I know this video is maybe a little long. Okay, so there's the Brooks cover. That's like a full front and back. Okay, the one I liked, I'm sorry, is the Chichetto variant. I think that's my favorite so far. The Mark Chichetto Character Decades variant. And I think that's regular priced. Okay, the Dave Cockrum Hidden Gem variant, that's the 1 in 100. It's got that old style of artwork. I mean, it kind of looks like a 1970s style drawing. It's not my particular taste, so I definitely would pass on that. Yeah, the Huddleston, there's the Huddleston, so I got that confused. There's the Huddleston variant. That one's kind of cool. I like that one. So so far I like either the Huddleston or I like the Chichetto. The Chichetto looks nice. I like a white cover like that sometimes. The Joe Mad cover, I'm not feeling that one. I just don't like it. Yeah, I would pass on that. It's a 1 in 25. The Phil Noto is a 1 in 50, I believe. It's okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Phil Noto. It's not for me. The Pacelli variant, I would pass on as well. The Mark Brooks Connecting variant, I'll take a Brooks cover for cover price, but I'm not gonna pay more than cover for a Brooks cover. That's just me. Joshua Cassera Character Decades cover, that's kind of cool. That might be worth buying for cover price. I mean, I don't think I would not pay an incentive price for that. To me, it's not good enough for that. And then the Stephanie Hans. I do like Stephanie Hans. I'm a little partial to Stephanie Hans. I do like the coloring on that comic book. The drawing is okay. I don't think the drawing is that fantastic. I think the coloring is good. So if I could get a deal on the Stephanie Hans variant, I might go for that. What's the ratio on that? I'm not too sure. I think the Hans variant might be a 1 for 25. So I think I've seen online, several websites online I've noticed are selling that book for around $30. So if I could get a deal on that, I would probably buy it for 15 to 20 bucks, but I don't think I would pay more than 20. There's another Huddleston variant. That one's kind of cool. I like that one as well. And you've got a Jack Kirby. I'm not a Jack Kirby fan. Maybe, as a kid, I probably wouldn't have minded his artwork, but as you mature, so does your taste. And I'm not into Kirby artwork at all. Dustin Weaver, new character variant. So that one looks cool. That's Powers of X, by the way. Okay. Sorry. I meant to go over just House of X. So I kind of screwed up there. So House of X, basically the only covers I liked were the Huddleston, the Mike Huddleston variant, which is this particular cover, and the House of X #1, the Chichetto variant. So I like the Chichetto and I like the Huddleston. And I think the Huddleston's a 1 for 10, and I think the Chichetto is just a regularly priced. So my two favorite covers are not that expensive. The Powers of X, I believe I already covered that. My favorite is the incentive one that I did a video for last night by Perel. I love Gerald Perel's artwork. Stephanie Hans would be a close second. And I do also like this Dustin Weaver variant. It's nice thing about it is it has her on the cover, so I do like that one. So that's my video. I wanted to get that out. Some of you have asked me to give my opinions. That's my opinion. If you haven't already, subscribe to my video, hit the bell for notifications, and leave a comment. I'll have another video out tomorrow highlighting the new comic book day. Also, I'll be doing a live broadcast with metaphorical speculation, so look for that. I'll post that in the comments. If you guys have any questions, just message me. All right, thanks.